Welcome back in for our third installment of the best series. We're going to talk Arch Formation Infantry Rallies. And you want to talk about some crazy rallies that people are putting on. The pincer formation we already did. We're running the Arch now. We're going to tell you who the top 10 Arch players are when it comes to running those infantry rallies. And so stick around while we go through it right after this. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chatsky, and I put out videos all the time. This is content that we're doing that we love to do. We're doing our best of the best series to tell you the best rally players in all of Rise of Kingdoms. And if you enjoy the videos, throw a thumbs up on them, like them. If you want to subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. You can subscribe, you can hit that little bell and get alerts anytime we put out this content and have fun with it. Well, this is our third installment. We've already done two. We've done the Archer Wedge and we've done the Infantry Pincer. Now we're going to talk about Arch Formation. Arch Formation is set up beautifully with some of the normal damage stuff that it does. It is deadly, especially against swarms. And that's one of the things we want to go with when it comes with the Archer stuff or the Arch Formation stuff. And it does have Destructive. You guys know Destructive is not rated very high when it comes to the matrix that we use. And speaking of that matrix, that is Davor's matrix. You guys can see it here. This is the calculator that we use. This is part of Davor's toolbox that he's got where he allows you to look at some of this stuff. The link is in my description to that toolbox. Don't forget to help our boy out. If you feel inclined to give him, buy him a cup of coffee or something like that to help support him, that would be great. And so you can see where you put the different rallies in here, you put the different gear in here, you go with the formations in here, and you get your total scores. And that's how we judge these things. That's how we do it. And so appreciate everybody for jumping in to do that. So without further ado, let's go right into the list, shall we? This list is great. First of all, the honorable mentions that we have for this, nothing really crazy like sticks out. But overall, we've got a guy named Chris in 3361. Saw is in 3251. He's got a really good rally. And I'll see that in Zone 5 because he's in 3251. And that's who we're going to fight in 606 in the upcoming KVK. Also, Wally is in 1841. He's got a really good score too. But number 10, cracking the list. Let's get this thing popping, man. Let's just start it. It's our boy Mori, the R5, the king of 2293. I have had my main and I have had my second account off and on in 2293 for years. And Mori, it is known as a defensive kingdom. And Mori leads that by example. He's one of the best garrison players in the game. He punishes people. And you can tell by his gear and armaments that he absolutely loves to do that. Here's his profile. It is 122 million power, 16.5 billion kill points, and Mori has been doing it for a long time. You come into his gear, you'll notice something about this gear. He's got the book and the greatest glory. He loves running that stuff. He loves to be swarmed. He is deadly when you try to swarm this guy. You'll see the two-piece leadership set he does. He uses the gloves that give you an extra benefit at tier 5 with the leadership gloves. He's a two-piece set, so he gets the extra defense with that. And this is how he sets this thing up. KVK weapon and helmet, amazing. And then you come into his armaments. He still loves to run destructive. Okay, I don't like destructive. He likes it because he feels the 70% attack you give is great for counter. For basically the counter attack that you do. And then he's also got a double with robust, 8.2, 8.9, 10.8% stats. And he clocks in at number 10 with a 341 point score overall. So that's our boy Mori. And it is great to see kind of how he cracks that list. You knew he would, but if he ran Ring and Horn, it would be much higher. So let's go to number 9. Number 9, Raging Midget, 1188. Let's go. This guy is set up pretty good. 112 million power, 17.4 billion kill points. And you come in here to his gear. He's got cracked gear. Now, he doesn't have any set bonuses with the gloves and the boots. He runs Sacred Grips and he runs Shio's Return. He runs the Horn and the Greatest Glory. And we all know Greatest Glory is really good and almost as good as Ring, just about. But it's great for anti-swarm. It's great for some of the things you do. He has the KVK weapon and he has the set helmet. So he has some room for improvement. When you come into his armaments, this is where it gets rowdy. He does run destructive, so he's got the 4-piece set. He has a double with deflector, okay? And then he runs the stats up pretty high. Infantry attack of 11.3%, infantry defense of 11.1%, health 9.8, and all damage at 2. That is really, really good. So that is our boy Raging Midget, and he rounds out the number 9 position. Let's go into number 8, shall we? Number 8 is our boy Sasuke. You guys know him. He's one of my 300 members. He's been around my streams. He is a super nice guy. He has got crazy stuff with his account. He is a Rolodex of armaments. I swear this guy's got like 5 sets of armaments for every single pincer formation, for every wedge, everything that he does. He's 130 million powers, 13.4 billion kill points, and this is the way his gear sets up. He's got the greatest glory with the ring, he's got the KVK helmet and weapon, and he runs the 3-piece set for leadership because he loves that health for the pants, and it ranks out really, really good when you see his gear overall. His armaments, great. He does not use destructive, he uses the robust, and he has high stats, 11.9, 11.5, and 12.8% health. It is really, really good. So that's our boy Sasuke, crushing it in the number 8 spot. So with that, we'll go to number 7. Number 7, Kristi from 1184. So this is our second 1184 player. Let's take a look here. Kristi, there she is, 100 million power, 9.5 billion kill points. You come to her gear, and this is really, really good. She goes with the infantry set bonus of the Eternal Gloves and the Eternal Boots. And so she does get that 3% defense from the 2-piece set, KVK helmet and weapon, and she's got ring horn. And so this is a exceptionally good set. It doesn't get much better. This is really the top end set when it comes to rallying with infantry specific. Her armaments, 4 special inscriptions, 11.6 on the attack, 8.6 on the defense, 8.6 on the health, and 1.5% all damage. So the gear really carries it, where she's missing a little bit of defense and a little bit of health when it comes to her armaments. But overall, great player, great rally player with the Arch formation. So that is Kristi in the number 7 spot. The number 6 spot, you guys are going to recognize this account. This is Killswitch in 3240. Okay, Killswitch is very, very unique. His account has recently switched the name of the account. This used to be our buddy Moles, and now he's changed it to Killswitch, and now in 3240. So this account, 121 million power, 16.3 billion kill points, and this account is loaded. People know how good this account is when it comes to infantry, rally, and garrison. He's got the max set when it comes to the gear, KVK helmet and weapon, 2-piece set with the gloves and boots, and then when you see him overall on the armaments, awesome. 4-piece special inscription with infamy that runs up the attack really well, and then he's got the defense of 11.6 and 10.2% health. So that is our 6th place player when it comes to ranking these things. Let's go to the top 5, shall we? This is an interesting one, and maybe some players you're not aware of. This is Yayo in 2907. Yayo has a crazy good setup. Let me just tell you, this is the player here, 102 million power, almost 10 billion kill points. And when you look at him overall, he has great gear maxed out. Now you see the tier 2 on the gloves and boots. That does not matter. That doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to the overall performance of the rally. That the tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 with the gloves and the boots have to do with troop cap, has to do with march mitigation and march enhancement. And so he does not miss anything there. Let's go to his armaments, because this is where it gets wild. He has got fearless, invincible, and straight to the point. He does not run destructive. I like that. He also has a double in that scroll slot with Ward and Breaker. Ward and Breaker are both great rally and garrison common inscriptions. Okay, 9.7, 9.1, 9.6% health, and 1.8% all damage, and he cracks the top 5. Okay, so with that, We'll go to number 4. This is a player you've seen before. At number 4, ShatterStorm. Okay, I believe ShatterStorm was 2nd or 3rd in the pincer ranking, but he also has a crazy Arch set. You guys know his account. He's a 2377. He's one of their main rallying garrisons for infantry. Maxed out gear, okay? Doesn't get any better than that. You come to the armaments, and this is where it kind of gets wild. Fearless, invincible, and straight to the point, okay? And this is why he starts to rank so high, because he runs Pulverize and Robust in the scroll slot. Pulverize is exceptional for Arch. It is awesome. It is great because it gives that normal damage boost, or bonus, I should say, and then his stats are really good. 10.5% attack, 11.5 defense, 7.1% health, and 1.9% all damage, and that is why he ranks so high, 361 points total, and he sits at number 4 on the list. So got to give props to ShatterStorm. And we'll come to the top 3. Number 3 is VZA. Okay, that's what everybody refers to him as. 960 player, VZA, good dude, and a really good player. Let's take a look at his account here. 24 billion kill points, 145 million power. He kind of wails up a little bit, and you see his gear. It's as good as it gets. However, he doesn't run the set piece bonuses. He takes the extra stats from Sacred Grips and Shio's Return. You come over to his armaments. These are exceptional. Now, he does run Destructive, but he runs Evasive. Evasive is really good for rallies and garrisons. 10.2% attack, 9.4% defense, 7.9% health, 1.1% all damage. Really good scores for VZA and 960, and I know those guys over there are going to be joining a ton of his rallies. That's kind of how that stuff works, okay? Number 2, overall, we're going to get into this. It's going to be PuppetMaster 1079. God, we got good 1079 representation in all the different lists. This is Elizabeth and those guys over at 1079. PuppetMaster is one of their main infantry rallies and garrisons. Here's his account: 68 million power, or 10 billion kills points. And you guys need to understand something. This is a true garrison. When you see a garrison player or a rally player that just does garrisons and rallies sit at 68 million power, that's like a Krix. That is very low impact on the kingdom's overall power, but the impact he has on the battlefield and fighting and rallying and garrison is off the charts. Here's his gear and his armaments are both in one. The gear is maxed out. Ringhorn, 2-piece set. He does have a level 2 on his gloves. That doesn't hurt him. Then you come over here into the formation stuff. This is where it gets wild, okay? He runs Destructive. 11.9% attack, 13% defense, holy cow, and he has no health on it because he literally almost perfects the all damage. The highest you can get is 8%, and he's at 7.8% all damage. This is a prickly and punishing rally for anybody who wants to swarm it, and it is exceptional. So he clocks in at number 2 overall. PuppetMaster gets the nod in 1079. And number 1, we got to bring up a guy that I have a lot of history with, or I should say a lot of fun history with, if you will. We are in a situation to show you Algebra. His name's Alge, Algebro, 1592 is his kingdom. He is the best Arch Rally in this game, okay? And let me tell you how crazy this guy is. Let's bring him up here. 10 billion kill points, 111 million power. Now, this guy is, I have a garrison in Attila Gorgo. I have run it for nearly 2 years. It is like almost undefeated, like never been beaten. And this is the only guy to beat me. And he beat me twice. Let me show you what he did to me. This was back last year. Okay, I ran Attila Gorgo in a fort. Now, granted, I did not have that many reinforcements, but overall, you see what he did. He ran infantry wedge formation. Okay, and we were an artifact KVK. He ran it with Tariq and Ash, and he got me. He got me good. And I was like, bro, what do you have? Maxed out everything. Well, what he did was he changed over his wedge over to Arch, and this is why he ranks so high. This dude is legit. Okay, here's his gear. Gear's maxed out. Can't get any higher when it comes to the points and the effectiveness. Tier 5 everything, and if he doesn't have tier 5, it does not hurt him at all when it comes to the rallies. You come over here to the armaments. I love this, absolutely love this. It's starting to look a little bit like my Attila Arch. Okay, 3 Special inscriptions, all in the right spots. He has ward, he has onslaught, he has watchman, he's got doubles everywhere. He runs the attack up 10.4%, runs the defense up to 12.4%, 9.2 on the health there. Is that 9.2? Yeah, 9.2 on the health there, and 1.6 on the all damage. This dude is incredible. It is Algebro, it is Alge, whatever you want to call him. He is great. He and I talk, and I was like, bro, do you still have that wedge stuff? He said, no, that's why my arch stuff is so good. So that is your number one player in Rise of Kingdoms that's going to run the Arch Infantry rallies. And I'm sure there's other players out there that are pretty close that were not able to get nominated, and maybe they will next time if we do this again, but this dude, it doesn't get any better than that. And so that's the list. Anybody that wants to see this is Arch Infantry rallies. This shows you the list of the gear points that they have, the armament points that they have, and then the overall points that they have, where you see Alge at the top, barely eking out a win over PuppetMaster and VZA. And so with that, kind of shows everybody exactly how this works. This has been our third installment of our best of the best series. Now that the archers are done and the pincer and arch for infantry is done, we're going to get into calves next. So you want to make sure and subscribe. You want to make sure and hit that alert. Make sure you know that we're going to put out that content because it's coming soon. We're going to get into the calves, but this has been so much fun. Love the community. And if you're not subscribed, consider doing so. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really helps out our channel. Also, don't forget to join our Discord down in the description. That's where we do a lot of this fun stuff and interact with the community. And with that, we hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.